That's your soul saying, oh.
Welcome to my channel, Aligning with My Soul, and welcome to all the new subscribers. Thank you to all of you for joining me on my journey and my channel. It really does mean the world to me, and thank you for subscribing, liking and commenting, taking the time to comment. And for those who've donated to PayPal, thank you so much. It really does mean the world to me. I'm so very, very grateful. If you have visited this channel several times, you may want to just go to the reading. But if you are new, the purpose of this channel is me sharing my love and support to people that are in the same or similar situation to me, because my twin flame come into my life and triggered me. And I'm currently on my spiritual journey, aligning with my soul, so I want to be able to help people that are experiencing the same or similar thing, like I said, and share my knowledge and understanding of what I've learned so far on my journey, and what I do learn the more my journey unfolds. And the more confident I get, I will be sharing how my journey started. I've actually got on YouTube the day that I met my twin flame for the first time, which obviously at the time I didn't know he was my twin flame. I've actually got it on YouTube, so I hope to share that with you one day as my journey unfolds and the more confident I get. So YouTube is quite a big part of my journey as well, because that's how I met my twin flame. And I do masculine oracle card readings, because it's usually the feminines that are drawn to this kind of video to know what's going on. They want to know what's going on with their divine masculines, and they need some, some of you need some guidance and some support to help you on your journey. I've certainly turned to certain YouTube channels, that I've really connected with people on YouTube that have helped me, and lots of spiritual teachers, and they've really helped me, and I've learned so much, and it's just it really has helped me. So my channel is for people that are in some kind of separation or challenge as well with their twin flames. So when I say separation, it is preparation, because you're both preparing to come back together as one. You're never separated, you're just not with a physical person, which is really hard to get your head around sometimes, but you are one soul, so you're never separated. So I hope that helps you and comforts you in some way. So just always remember, it's not separation, it's preparation. My readings are timeless as well, so it doesn't really matter when you've clicked on this video. If you feel like there's a message for you and it resonates, obviously take the message. It's obviously for you. But if you tap onto my videos and none of it makes any sense to you and you don't understand, just click back off again. Don't try and confuse yourself, and just move on. So I use the term divine feminine, divine masculine as well, so please don't be offended. I realise it's energy, but I use those labels because of how I channel, and it's easier for you to understand when I'm saying him, her, he, she, divine feminine, masculine. It's just easier to say it like that, so just put it into your circumstances and how it resonates to you. So I'm going to use one card today. I'm going to use the wisdom of the oracle. There is going to be a new moon tomorrow, so the energy is quite intense at the moment. It always is, and when we lead up to either full moon or a new moon, and it does, sometimes have a lot of physical effect on people. They get physical symptoms and a lot of emotional pain, or you can feel more enlightened, more awake, lots of different things. So I hope you guys are coping with whatever you're experiencing. I'm interested to see what divine masculine energy is, obviously, because they're progressing so much at the moment, and they are experiencing a lot of discomfort and a lot of pain at the moment, but that's all progress, and it's all really good, because it's them, they're growing every day, and you're moving towards each other every day. Even though sometimes you must be frustrated and you're feeling impatient because you can't actually see anything changing in the 3D. There's always so much going on with divine masculines. that you can't see, and it's about seeing through the illusions and believing and trusting. And when you believe and you trust, that is when you feel whole, when you feel safe. So just always know there is always movement forwards, and there is, you know, the new beginning, the new adventure is already starting, because all the work is being done. The work is in process now. The work has begun. So you know yourself as, you know, you must feel a shift within yourself as well, how you feel towards yourself. I've recently, in the last few days, feel like I'm even more awake. That card flew out, so I'm going to take that. Yeah, as I was saying, in the last few days, there's been a lot of, I feel like I'm a bit more awake to everything, more understanding of this journey. Yeah, just much more greater understanding. And it's about letting go of control and handing this over to God and surrendering, and really feeling unconditional love for yourself. And that is, when you're going through that, that can be quite painful, because you're releasing your old ways, your old thought patterns, and you're trying to see, you know, you are trying to, your ego, your pain body is breaking down, because it's so used to you believing a certain thing or a certain situation, but you're actually having to change it now. And that's what I'm learning to do, and to be able to put myself first and try and let go of the control to do with my Divine Masculine, and show my Divine Masculine that I do have unconditional love for myself. So the Divine Feminines, a lot of the time, do feel the need that they have to reach out to their Divine Masculine, and they just put up with lots of different behaviours, hurtful behaviours in some cases, and because you just love this person so much, it doesn't matter what they do, you just seem to just, it is so intense, the power of this love. And it's about showing your Divine Masculine as well that you do have unconditional love for yourself, and you do have unconditional love for them, but you can love them from a distance, and you can still have compassion, and you've forgiven them for things that have happened, but you need to show them as well. You have to have healthy boundaries, and that is really hard for me. I find that really hard, because I just have this urge all the time to show love to my Divine Masculine, but I need to show that love towards myself more, and know that actually some of this behaviour isn't correct. And that's what your Divine Masculines do teach you. They trigger you and do certain things, because it's about taking a look and how much, you know, would you really put up with this behaviour from anybody else? You wouldn't. So I hope you understand what I'm saying, but that's what I'm in the process of, is letting go of the control, and letting go and trusting God. And, you know, when I'm doing this, there's going to be a big shift, and I can feel the big shift within me and my energy. And my Divine Masculine will feel that change, and he obviously know my actions are different as well. Where before I'd just give, and not, you know, I'd give too much, and I need to stop that, and pay attention to my needs and my feelings, and trust and love my Divine Masculine unconditionally, forgive and have compassion, but do it from a distance, and trust God, that God will bring us back together, and I'll know that the difference and the change in my Divine Masculine by the way he behaves as well. So I hope you understand what I'm saying. I'm going on a bit. I'm supposed to be doing the masculine reading, but right. So the card for the Divine Masculine is in between worlds, and it's number 3, which is an amazing number. He's in between worlds at the moment, and that's, you're probably experiencing the same sort of thing. So he's half in his old, the way he was before, and he's got one foot in the new world, this new beginning. So he's in between worlds. So that can be very confusing and very disruptive when you feel like that. As you know yourself, where you're experiencing some things like how you've always experienced them, and then you've got one foot into this new world. So let's see what the additional message is. Number 3, that's 8. Okay, essential meaning of this card is transition, not being quite out of one situation, fully engaged into another. Temporary blindness, no man's land. Yeah. So he's in the middle of like feeling confused. He's wanting to move forwards. So he's in the transition. He's wanting to move forwards, but he's still having battle with like his ego and being in his head. But he's getting lots of downloads and information about, you know, he knows he is connected to God, and he does know what he wants. He wants his new beginning, so he's making some progress towards this new world and this new start, but he's still experiencing things from the old, or how he used to be as well. So it's about confusion, and transition can be very painful, as we know. And the oracle message is, between the worlds is where you must let go of the tendency to make assumptions. This is time when you're unable to see what is ahead. Cultivate curiosity and trust the process of the change and the growth. You are done learning the lessons of recent experiences. In this place between what was and what will be is a state of making and unmaking and making again. What is essential now is to admit not knowing. There's a great freedom and power to be unleashed. A mystery that is not yours to understand weaves the web of life within divine matrix of consciousness greater than your own thoughts, feelings, beliefs, desires and decisions. The seeds that were planted in the past begin to take root, but what surfaces will probably not be what you expect. When you are between the worlds, you are invited to see with the curious eyes of a child glimpsing a rainbow for the first time. Do so and you will not be disappointed. Wow. That says it all, really, doesn't it, that message? And I think we're both, my divine masculine is experiencing that, and I'm definitely experiencing that. It is about letting go of the old and moving forwards, and you're not quite there yet, if you see what I mean. The divine masculine is experiencing that, and he just feels like he's walking into the unknown. He's putting his trust, he's asking for help, but then he goes back into ego and the old ways of, thought process and things like that. So you're going backwards and forwards, and it's about 100% trusting and letting go of this situation and allowing God to be in charge and guide you. And when you can do that, that is when you do feel whole, instead of doubting and fear. And the whole energy at the moment for everybody in the world is about doubt and fear. So we're working through the doubt and fear. So he's feeling the courage and his desires and his beliefs. He's moving forwards, and then he's halfway there, and then he's still experiencing some of the old ways. So he's feeling quite confused as well at the moment, and he is curious about this new beginning and how it's all going to unfold for him. But he's made movement forwards because he's feeling the difference. He's definitely feeling the difference. But as you know yourself, every so often you go backwards into your old world of where you were before. But then when you do put your foot into the new world and experience the new world, it is amazing, where you do feel that freedom. So it's just about being in between, which I can understand 100%, and you probably do as well. The relationship message is, this is the time to explore the new energy between you and another. It's not a moment for certainty, but rather for the discovery and curiosity. You don't yet know if will last forever, so allow yourself to explore who you are and what is reflected back to you. This relationship is meant to educate you about yourself. There you go. What do you need? What do you like or dislike? What values are important to you? You are in a critical phase of your relationship that is not to be dismissed or hurried, and this is about the relationship with himself. It's about him connecting with himself, going within, trusting, knowing, and the relationship he has with you is both of you are being educated from this relationship. Is about and what you're learning is about loving yourself and having unconditional love for yourself. You're teaching each other unconditional love. So he is very curious and about this relationship he has, how it's all going to unfold, but he's wanting it and he's making movement forwards. But it's very, in this transition, it is very challenging to go 100%. He's in transition, so there's such a massive change that he's actually going forwards. So this is really positive, that he's actually taking movement forwards. But obviously the old takes over now and then, that makes him feel stuck. But this is really amazing. I feel this is definitely for the feminines as well, where you're in transition, where you're moving forwards, but every so often you're getting the old, to do with the ego and everything, and your pain body breaking down. It's all of the different feelings and thoughts, and you feel like you're in despair, and the doubt and the fear that you're going crazy, and you're experiencing all that kind of thing. So the Divine Masculine's experiencing the same as well. But the amazing thing is that he is making progress. He has taken a step into the new world, because he's doing his work. He's doing his inner work. He's acknowledging everything around him, how he's feeling within, how he's feeling within, about you. So he's taking this all on board. So he has already, as I always say, he has started this new beginning because he's doing his inner work. He's on his spiritual journey. And he's experiencing this transformation, but he's in between at the moment of the uncomfortableness and the pain, and then going into this amazing feeling of freedom and knowing and belief, and knowing what he wants, and he wants to come forwards. And then then you go back into the old of the doubt and the fear. So what a beautiful card that come out. And it's very good. It's a good way of looking at it, as well as a good way of understanding it, I think. So that's amazing. So it's in between worlds, but that's positive. That's really positive, because it's change. He's moving forwards, and so much is always going on, like I said. See what energy is in, how he's feeling towards you today. Believe, yeah. He believes in you. He believes, he's believing in this relationship, which is making him step into this new world. He's feeling it, and he does believe in you. He believes in this journey, and he's making progress through the door of fear, which you know about yourself when you're walking through the door of fear and you just don't know, you're walking into the unknown. He started this new adventure. Connection, yeah, because he knows and believes in this relationship, this connection he has with you. He believes in it, he knows it's deep, he knows it's on a soul level. So this is beautiful. Let's see what you'd like to communicate with you if you had the chance. What would he say to you in the 3D? And what he could be saying to you in the 3D for some of you. And what's he saying to you in the 5D? Let's see. I don't know what to say to you. Yeah. He doesn't know what to say to you yet. For some of you, he doesn't know what to say because he doesn't know how to come towards you, and he doesn't know what he would say to you. Because he's in and out of these worlds. So his communication, he wouldn't know what to communicate with you, and that's why yesterday I did a reading when, you know, it's explaining about being silent. Your Divine Masculine doesn't know what to say to you because he's working, he's doing all this inner work, he's taking this time to heal himself, and right now he wouldn't know what to say to you because of things that maybe have happened in your past together. I don't know how things were left between you, maybe, if you're not communicating at all, but he doesn't know how to come back and he doesn't know what to say. I'm scared of intimacy, yeah. So the Divine Masculines are very afraid, feeling very afraid about intimacy. And that's why he doesn't know what to say to you, because he doesn't, maybe your Divine Masculine hasn't experienced love, intimacy or anything like that before, on how, you know, especially on, I mean, nobody, we haven't, have we? I haven't experienced this kind of love before, but he may not have experienced or got any idea of how to be intimate with somebody, how to talk to somebody, and maybe he is scared of having the physical act of intimacy as well. So Divine Masculines are very afraid, and they're releasing all of this. And there is so much they want to say to you, because I do believe it's just that they're scared, they're so afraid at this time. So that's what they would say to you today. And the reminder cards is for you, the person that's watching, to bring forth your beautiful divine inner spirit and what God wants you to know. What is the message for you today? Let's see, what is the message for the person that's watching today? Nice clear message, please. Choice, yeah, choice. Let's read it. The message is, we all get to choose what we allow in our energy fields. We get to decide what enters our energy fields and consciousness. Ensure you are making the correct choices and allowing only love and good to you at all times. And the action to take is mark your boundaries with people. Only allow love and good into your energy fields. You may have noticed you have spent time with people who feel somewhat draining to be around. This is not personal. The person involved has their own worries and fears in their life, so try and see a situation with compassion. Remove yourself from any situation that doesn't feel good to be in. We always have choice, and the affirmation is, I only allow love and good into my energy fields. So you have a choice of who you allowed into or around you, your energy fields and your consciousness. And if people are making you feel uncomfortable and making you feel drained, you need to make the choice to remove yourself from that situation and love them from a distance. And it's funny that card come out, because I've been saying that decision I've made with my Divine Masculine is about, if it's affecting me and it's having a negative effect on me, it's no good for me, so why should I allow it? Why should I allow that person to have that effect on me? And it's not just about people, it's about things that you're feeling, about yourself, or the way you're feeling about your Divine Masculine, thoughts, the fear, the doubt if those things are having a negative effect, which you'll get that feeling within your body, you'll know if it's negative or not, because the way it makes you feel is not serving you anymore. So make a choice not to do that to yourself anymore. Remove those thoughts, remove that behaviour, or whatever you're doing that's making you feel uncomfortable is a choice. You can change things. And realising that you aren't your mind, you aren't your thoughts. You can be a watcher of your thoughts and the voices that you hear sometimes that are negative. You can be the watcher, but don't believe it. Make that choice not to believe, and to listen to, love. When you experience love and you have beautiful experiences, when you know it's coming from, when you know that somebody's giving you love, you know, because how it makes you feel. So make that choice of how you're gonna think, and how what kind of people that you're going to have as well around you, or if you're going to a situation where it doesn't feel right, in a certain environment, or where you're working or something like that, that's really having a negative effect on you, and it's really draining you and making you really down. You need to think about that and make a choice about that. Make a decision not to allow that to affect you anymore. Just only choose love, look at things differently. And the whole thing, the energy as well at the moment is about perception, is about looking at things differently. Don't look at things the same as you've always done. Have a different way of looking at it, open your mind more, and look at it through the eyes of love. If you look at things through the eyes of love and compassion, and you experience forgiveness, you can feel that shift. You can feel that shift within you when you're looking at things through the eyes of love, instead of feeling angry or hate, all those different negative emotions, the lower vibrational energy and emotions. It makes you feel different when you see things from the eyes of love within you. You know that. So the answer is always love. Always choose love. So the choice is, are you going to feel this uncomfortableness of hate and negativity and discomfort, or are you going to feel the love? Are you going to feel love? So that's how we need to look at the situation. And always have to do with your divine masculine is as well, is to have a different perception of your divine masculine, and that's what I'm learning to do. And that's why I need to step away from social media and step away from things that of how he behaved before. I need to change that, because if I don't change that, I'm never going to believe that he can be any different. I'm always going to expect him to behave in a certain way, and that's what I attract to myself. I've really got to believe in my divine masculine and believe that he can be different, that he has grown, that he has changed, and he is capable of speaking his truth. I really must believe that, and until I do that, nothing will change for me. And I've got to always see him through the eyes of love, this unconditional love, and have compassion and believe and forgive. So I hope you get what I'm saying, and I've helped you in some way, what I've said and what I've experienced, and the knowledge and understanding that I've learnt so far. But this is about how you look at things. You've got to look at things differently, and know that things, you need to be more open-minded and know that things can be different. It doesn't have to always be negative, and everything doesn't always have to go wrong. Things can be, you can experience miracles, however big of a miracle, it doesn't matter. Miracles are happening all the time around us. It's about, are you open to receive them? Are you awake enough to actually see these miracles happening all the time? Because everything's, all the success, abundance, love, is all sitting there waiting for us. It's about, are we going to allow those into are we going to allow that to happen to us? Are we allowing ourselves to experience that? But if we keep thinking negative and being doubtful, feeling fear, that's all we're going to attract back to us all the time. So we've got to change that within us. And the way we change that is putting our trust in God. This is about God's love. And when you feel God's love, that is when you are able to see everything through the eyes of love, and that's when you will open up and work through these obstacles and challenges and to receive all the abundance and magical things, success into your life, when you actually believe and hand it over, not trying to control it and think that you've got to do all the time. You need to just trust and believe in God and hand things over. And you'll get the guidance and the wisdom that you need to, when you do take action, you'll get the guidance and wisdom that you need to do as well. So this has been a really powerful reading again today, but the Divine Masculines are in and out of the old and into the new world. So that's really good, because he's started this new beginning, like I said, because he's going within and he's having a spiritual experience, he's in transition. So this is really positive. And it's good that he's been quiet at the moment. If your Divine Master's been quiet, because he wouldn't know what to say to you, he wouldn't know how to approach you, he wouldn't know what he'd want to say, because he's in this transition and he's scared of intimacy and he's working through this. And maybe you're scared of intimacy and something that you need to work through as well. So, because you are always mirroring each other. So I hope that's helped you and uplifted you and helped you stay focused and you understood it and it resonates to you. Thank you so much for watching, and don't forget to subscribe if you are new and like the video if you liked it. And I do have PayPal, so if you feel like you'd like to donate and support my channel, I'd be so very grateful and so very excited as well. I have recently done a video, it is in the description box down below, so if you want to check it out, it's just me sharing a bit about myself and sharing a bit of the challenges and obstacles that I've been working through on my twin flame journey and what I'm still experiencing as well. And you get to see my face, so you can feel a bit more connected to me. So if you want to see that, it is in the description box down below. And I'm always thinking of you all, guys, and just keep believing and trusting and looking after yourself, focusing on yourself. And I'm sending my love, support, my strength and light to you all, and I love you all. Take care. Bye.
Oh, what's your soul saying? Oh.